if you're in Congress, you have to do a bunch of completely unconscionable things while acting like you're trying to help. And there's only one rule you don't break. You want to hook up with pages and interns? Go right ahead. Need to use some inside information to profit on a stock trade? No problem at all. Do you need to use some inside information to profit on a stock trade so that you can pay for a trip in which you will hook up with pages and interns? Of course you can. In fact, it's encouraged. The only thing you could never do is say the quiet thing out loud. There are things that everyone in Congress knows are true, but you don't say them out loud. James Clyburn has been in Congress since 1832. You'd think he'd know the rules by now. But when discussing the financial bill to stabilize the economy over the coronavirus crisis, he said the quiet thing out loud. Quote, "This is a tremendous opportunity to restructure things to fit our vision." Somewhere between thousands and millions of lives are at stake, and this is a big opportunity for James Clyburn. You know this thing we're all going through, this thing that makes us sad, angry, confused. At the same time, it makes them happy. It causes them to salivate. They think of how our pain can serve their vision. How it can make sure that we never, ever let a crisis go to waste, because that's why James Clyburn is going to receive today's Rahm Emanuel Human Exploitation Award. Congratulations to James Clyburn. You've won. You've won something really important. This award is carefully guarded and can only be given away to society's most egregious grifters. Congratulations to James Clyburn. You are just awful. There are literally thousands of ridiculous wish list items jammed into this bill that has delayed its passing. Everything from $600 million for arts and humanities. What does that have to do with COVID-19? To eliminating post office debt, same-day voter registration, eliminating student debt, cutting the carbon emissions of airlines by 50%. I mean, that one's not that bad, I guess, considering they've already cut their emissions by basically 100%. It's hard to emit carbon when all of your planes are parked and your company is going out of business. It makes Congress use more minority banks, which of course are banks where you store and withdraw minorities. We didn't know. It would extend visas for non-immigrants. It would prohibit colleges from giving the citizenship status of its students to the government. It would give tax credits to solar and wind power. Not sure what that has to do with COVID-19. It would give more collective bargaining rights to unions. And to be fair, we never have tried collectively negotiating with the virus. Maybe we give that one a whirl. I don't know. I mean, at this point, let's try anything. It gives money to retirement plans for employees of community newspapers. It requires a minimum wage hike to $15 an hour across large portions of the economy. It spends $1 billion trying to buy airplanes. Do you understand what I'm saying? They want to buy the airlines and the airplanes. They're going to take airplanes that are parked at airlines and buy them. It's like a cash for clunkers for planes. I would think airlines would be the appropriate owners of airplanes, but, you know, what do I know at this point? Spends millions on climate change and $1 billion on Obama phones. And it even dishes out $35 million for the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, where large groups of people get together and sit really close to each other, which sounds like a great thing to throw money at during a pandemic. Worst part is, James Clyburn might be about to get an award much bigger, yes, even bigger, than our Rahm Emanuel Human Exploitation Award. Let me take you back a few weeks. Joe Biden, he's coming off a terrible stretch, 3 straight embarrassing losses in the primary. And then he gets this gift.
I can think of no one better suited, better prepared. I can think of no one with the integrity, no one more committed to the fundamental principles that make this country what it is. That my good friend, my late wife's great friend. Joe Biden.
Really? The use of the word integrity there was particularly irritating. And does anybody believe that you think Joe Biden is really the one who's most ready? The guy can't get through a sentence. James Clyburn's endorsement is a big part of the reason Biden wins in South Carolina in a big way. And then he cruises to the nomination, assuming, of course, he can stay upright for the next few months at least. If Joe Biden wins, James Clyburn is going to be owed a huge amount of favors from the President of the United States. He will be able to find more and more of these tremendous opportunities to restructure things to fit his vision. We have a bit of a weakness here, I think, as a population. We're generally honest, and we assume everyone else is like us. Well, we assume that, I don't know, everyone has similar goals. We all want to stop this outbreak more than anything. But some people really don't share those goals. They see opportunity in the tragedy. It's gross. It's honestly disgusting. It's an utterly revolting way to live your life in every single way. I mean, it's not as revolting as Ted Kennedy in a hot tub, but it's close.